It is finally official. We have the date and time. Well, we always had the date, but we now have the exact time when the Multiversus servers will be taken offline. But that's not the only thing that we will be discussing in today's video, because we also have a few pieces of information provided by a couple of the Multiversus data miners that the information pertains to the future of the game and stuff that we might be able to look forward to. But we will get to all that in due time. But let's start off with the big news from yesterday. If you did not see this, Multiversus tweeted this out on their official account. Attention MVPs. Reminder that on June 25th, just a couple days away, sadly, I believe it's this upcoming Sunday if you're watching it, you know, when this video drops on the 23rd, but this upcoming Sunday, June 25th at 5 p.m. Pacific time, Multiversus online features will be disabled as our open beta concludes. And by the way, 5 p.m. Pacific time will translate to 7 p.m. Central time and 8 p.m. Eastern time. Any other time zones? I'm sorry, I don't know those, but those are the three time zones, at least for, you know, the United States that I know, but there's that. But the other tweet obviously reads, during our hiatus, all unlockable content will temporarily be available for your enjoyment. Once Multiversus returns for the game's launch in 2024, your account inventory will return to how it was prior to June 25th. And then more information is at their official website. So, yes, this upcoming Sunday at 5 p.m. Pacific time, again, 7 p.m. Central and 8 p.m. Eastern, the game will be officially taken offline. And it's kind of sad, but we are in the midst of Multiversus Appreciation Week. So just get out there. If you still have the game, download it. Jump online. Play a few more games before it gets taken offline. We're not going to get to play this game again until, I don't know, at least 6 months from now. You know, it's January 1st. I don't think it's dropping immediately, but hopefully early next year. So we're looking at least 6 months time before this game comes back online. So, you know, play the games, play it while you have it, play it while you can, and just, you know, enjoy it for what it is. Switching topics a little bit here, we're going to go over to our friendly neighborhood data miner, Lysol, who kind of brought this to our attention. This was a couple days ago, so you may have seen this, but if not, check this out. It has been brought to my attention a few months ago that Multiversus will do play tests, and then invitational in brackets there, for the upcoming official release of Multiversus per multiple direct messages from the game director Tony Wynn to some players of the game. Now, I don't have any of those direct messages myself, so I'm not sure exactly what it says, but, you know, Lysol's out here saying it. I trust Lysol and what they're saying, so it's interesting. They're going to do more play tests, so I got something to... I want to weigh in on this a little bit, but there's a little bit more to this. So Lysol continues by saying, assuming that's how they want to do it, by a playtest or an invitational, it wouldn't make sense for player first games to do a playtest, which would be the invitational. Pre-release of the actual game and not have it be kept private and no info released, whatnot. Did any of that make sense? Did I just read that and I can't piece that together? Is that tweet worded weirdly? Whatever. Sorry, but it would be kind of weird for player first games to do another sort of tech test, and the tech test would apparently be under NDA because Lysol again says this playtest, if planned, should be under an NDA similar to the early tech tests of the game. So I think it would be weird if they're taking the game offline and then, I don't know, roughly, I'm just guessing here, but roughly a month before the game comes back online, if they're going to do another tech test. It's kind of like we've been waiting for this whole thing, and then you're only going to let select people in, but then the tech test apparently is going to be under NDA, which means nobody can talk about the changes and everything that's happened with it, which kind of goes against what we were hoping. You know, we want to see what happened. We don't want to know that people can play the game, but then they can't talk. It just seems weird. So if they do any sort of test, hopefully it's like an early access. I know we just came out of the open beta, but I hope they do it for everybody. So it's like, hey, you were in it beforehand. Maybe you can get access to the game, you know, a week before the game officially launches worldwide or whatever it might be, you know. So I hope they don't go the route of another tech test, because that would seem a little strange in my book, but, you know, we'll have to wait and see how that plays out. And the last piece, well, this one might be a little bit more interesting, maybe, depending on your take on what this possible new character could be. So, Multiversus Susie tweeted this out just a couple days ago, stating, the Dr. Harleen Quinzel, the Harley's leaked alternate costume, or skin in this case, has dialogue diagnosing a fighter with, quote here, bad case of static electricity, end quote. So that could kind of lead us to believe a couple different characters. What's got static electricity? Who in the DC, I guess it doesn't even have to be DC, but who could we think of that electricity might come to mind? Perhaps the Flash could come to mind for some people. Maybe Static Shock could be coming to the mind for some people. So, and again, Susie here says, to finish that tweet, this could be a line directed towards Static Shock, one of the datamine fighters. So they do have voice lines for characters or certain skins in this case, you know, interacting with other characters. So could this be a hint that Static Shock might be one of those new characters that we end up seeing early on once the game re-releases, or I guess in this case fully releases in 2024 next year? We'll have to wait and see, but I don't know. I, for one, would love to see Static Shock. Let me know what you guys think and, you know, feel about all this. It's kind of a sad time again. Multiverse is about to be taken offline, but, you know, you got to appreciate it and got to enjoy it while you have it, because when it's gone, then you're going to miss it. You're going to miss it, and you're going to wish you played it one final time. So get out there, play some games, and maybe I'll see you on the battlefield. Maybe. But that is going to be it for this one. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a fantastic Friday, and I guess I'll see you when I'm looking at you.